y'all. Welcome on back to the Mountain Man. Now, as you can read from the title of this video, we're of course going to be talking about Mountain Monsters Season 9 today. Hoorah! Yes, Mountain Monsters Season 9. Where the hell is it? We don't know. It's been a question we've been asking for a long time, and it's been a year now almost. Well, just about. We're going in the middle of March now. Been a year since we've had any new episodes of Mountain Monsters. Seems really weird, especially because, it was a cliffhanger. It's not like they wrapped up or concluded a story or nothing. No, it was a cliffhanger. We don't know what's going to happen next. We need to find out more information about the Taggart Valley. If you want to know my thoughts on that, what the whole season will be about, go ahead and watch the video in the link up there in the top right-hand corner. There's a bunch of them. I've made tons of Season 9 videos. You guys seem to like them because, of course, you want to know more about the new season. I don't blame you. And they're pretty good, so check those out if you want. But today, we're going to be talking about exactly why Mountain Monsters Season 9 hasn't come out yet. Because to me, it makes no darn sense. It really doesn't. I mean, you have this huge fan base of hillbillies that love the show. Why not at least keep them updated, tell them when the new season's coming or something. But if you actually go and look into it a little bit, you'll see the reason staring you right in the face as to why this new season hasn't come out yet, or even hasn't been announced for that matter. Well, Discovery Plus, the streaming service that Mountain Monsters is on, is obviously going through a little bit of change, even though the streaming service only just came out, I think, in 2019 or 20, one of those years. Well, either way, it's going through some changes. It's actually going to be merging with HBO Max, another streaming service, which is a bit more popular for sure. I think, at least. I believe they're going to be merging together in April, so very soon, this year. And they're going to be calling the new streaming service Max. So instead of just having Discovery content like, Mountain Monsters and home renovation shows and Bigfoot shows, stuff like that, like the more reality TV shows, basically, it's going to have a lot of other things on it, like HBO. I think they have like Scooby-Doo and all kind of Warner Brothers properties, stuff like that. So that's going to be merging together, creating one bigger platform streaming service called Max, I believe it's going to be called. And that is where Mountain Monsters is going to be falling on, probably for Season 9. I mean, who knows? Could be changes in the way. They've announced this like a year ago, I think. And now we finally have a name for the new streaming service. We're just getting a little bit more information about it. I believe it's coming in April at an unknown date. I don't know the official date. Maybe it has been announced. I don't really keep up to that kind of stuff all that much. I don't really care. As long as I get to see the new season, that's all I really care about. But, hopefully it does come in April, and that is where the new season will come. I think they're just waiting for that merger to happen so that, Mountain Monsters can come out on Max and not Discovery Plus. Because if you call, you say, look, Mountain Monsters new season, Discovery Plus, it's going to be very dated very soon because obviously before long, or like halfway through the season starts, if they made the season right now, obviously it would change the name and it would just seem really dated. And it would just be confusing, I think. So I think that's the reason that they're waiting. I believe it's filmed. I think it was filmed a long time ago. Because you got to remember, if they're continuing the Taggart Valley storyline, that storyline, when it ended off the season, it ended off in the summer. You can tell by the trees. They're all green, very luscious looking. So I think they never stopped filming. I think when they were filming that story for this Season 8, they just kept on filming. I don't think they stopped. I think the season will end in the fall of just last year, 2022. It makes a lot of sense that they're going to continue that storyline. But of course, if they're not going to continue that storyline, if they're going to do something completely different, kind of like they did with Season 7, which I honestly don't see that happening because, of course, the only reason that ever happened was because they were switching the platforms that the show premiered on. So that made sense. I don't think they could use the same storyline or something like that. I think there was something about it. They can't even mention it, I think. So yeah, they had to create something new. They were forced to, I think. But now they don't have to do that, I don't think. Even though, it is a new platform it's going to be streaming on. It's still on Travel Channel. It's still owned by Travel Channel. It's not like it's switching from Destination America over to Travel Channel. It's not a huge change like that. It's really just a name change. And, like I said, Mountain Monsters is not exclusively on Discovery Plus right now. It's also on the Travel Channel. Now, I've been looking at Travel Channel showtimes on the TV Guide online. Y'all can go view it right now if you want. I went all the way up to April 25th, the day after my birthday, and no mention of Mountain Monsters at all. And it's weird because there's a whole bunch of other shows very similar to Mountain Monsters around that time. So, there's always a possibility with this merger that the show could be canceled. But, I'm just not going to even really touch on that much because I don't think it'll happen. I don't think they're going to cancel a season when they already filmed it completely. I think they filmed it. I would assume that next season, like we talked about before, it will wrap up the Taggart Valley storyline. Should finish it. This is the third season now, revolving around the same storyline. So I sure as hell hope that they finish it up now. I don't think we can go into Season 10 with the same storyline. They got to change it eventually, even though it is fun. You know, I like it and everything. I just think we need to change eventually. But yeah, that's just my take on it. I think it makes sense though. I know I'm just speculating. None of this is official news. We still don't have a release date. But we do know that whenever it comes out, it'll most likely be after April 25th, around that time. I think it'll come in May, if I'm just guessing, because it makes sense. Or June, because you all got to remember, June 22nd is the 10-year anniversary of Mountain Monsters. So who knows, they could actually start off the season on that day. It would actually be kind of cool. It'd be a full circle kind of moment for the season. Start off season 8 on the 10 years after the first day they started Mountain Monsters season 1. So who knows, maybe that's what they'll do. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. Maybe all this talk about Discovery Plus merging is all just nonsense, I'm saying. But it makes sense to me, especially because Mountain Monsters is a pretty popular show. Y'all gotta remember, a lot of HBO shows are much more popular than Mountain Monsters. They got some big names in there, obviously. Scooby-Doo shows and, I don't know, a lot of DC shows and stuff like that. I don't know about anything much about HBO Max. I never had it. I don't even think it's in Canada right now, so who knows? Now it's got me thinking they better have this new streaming service in Canada. I'm assuming they will. I don't even think it'll technically be a different streaming service. I think it'll still be Discovery Plus, just called something different. And, a lot more added content to it. It'll make sense when it comes out, I think, the new Max streaming service. And I think that adding on, hey look, new Mountain Monster season, exclusively on Max, it'll make people subscribe to it. And I think that's probably their thought process for all of this, because, they want people to subscribe to the new streaming service. Because I believe HBO Max was not doing so great. That's obviously why they closed it down, and they're going to be merging the two together. Discovery Plus, on the other hand, I don't know how well it's doing in terms of subscriptions and all that. I don't really care either. I just want a new Mountain Monster season. Come on, Travel Channel, give us a new season eventually. I'm sure they will, y'all. And thank y'all for watching today's video. Hopefully, the new season will be coming soon, most likely in May, or the very end of April, or even June 22nd, to be an exact day like that. If you want an exact day, there we go. I think it'll be June 22nd. That's my take on it. It's still a while away, though. It's snowing out here right now when I'm recording this today on March 12th, I think it is. So, who knows? Still got a while away for the new season. I'm sure it'll come, and it'll be a fun 3 months of watching new episodes of Mountain Monsters each week. And we'll be doing tons of videos, maybe reacting to each episode. Who knows? A little review each week on each one. My thoughts on them. Who knows what we'll do? But it'll be fun. I can't wait for a new season of Mountain Monsters. Tell me, y'all, what y'all's thoughts in the comments below. Hoorah! We're gonna catch some monsters.